This is my intro music. Welcome to the video. I hope you like it lots, so don't forget to subscribe and click the thumbs up button. Now let's react.
Dearly beloved, we gather here to say our goodbyes. Here she lies, no one knew her worth.
Anna's channel is gone. It's lavender. Yes, it is true. Anna has canceled all of her social media, if you haven't noticed. Anna has abandoned us from the internet. She is no longer with us. Whatever shall we do? Goodbye, Anna, aka Glitter and Lasers, aka Viking Princess Lifts. We hardly knew ye, except for everything that you posted about yourself on the internet. We don't know what you eat. All right, as many of you know, Anna is no longer with us on the internet. She has removed all of her social media from the internet. It's not gone. She's just deleted as much of it as she possibly can. I think the only things that are left up are her most recent trip to Disneyland and like a few little things here and there on her Glitter and Lasers YouTube channel. There's some posts and stuff from like 2 years ago and such. All right, so that stuff's not even there. I think the only stuff that's still up is the stuff that she had contracts with, because like the only stuff that's still up here is the Amazon one and her sweaters and something to do with glitter shoes. But that's just on her TikTok. I haven't even looked at Instagram, so I'm not that worried about it. But yeah, so she's completely deleted everything, and all she has left up, really, is her message to us, her farewell message to us, which I have up here on my channel, that I'm going to read to you guys. So let's read this real fast, and then we're going to talk. We're going to talk, y'all. We're going to talk. Yeah. So this says, thank you. I have decided to step away from this account, which would be all of her accounts. Though I think the only account I saw this posted on was the TikTok account. Maybe it's on Instagram. I didn't double check. I have decided to step away from this account. It wasn't an easy decision, but I know it's the right one. A lot has changed, and I'm just not the same person I was when I started this journey. I don't know which journey she's talking about, but again, we'll talk. I've never really enjoyed being well known. We'll talk about that. And that part of this career has always been hard for me. For a while, that discomfort was totally worth it, but I'm getting older now. I've realized I just want a quieter, more private life, and I can't have that in the way I want as long as I am a creator. Well, let's see if this will work for us. Oop. Right. Saying goodbye. Is this the whole picture? Yeah. Saying goodbye is hardest because of that. I have secretly been planning to make this change for months, and candidly, she had to get me one last time. It does scare the crap out of me, but I'm ready for it. I purposefully waited until I was fully at peace with the decision, as opposed to my commitments were fulfilled, and I had a plan on where I went next. This has been such a wild ride and ultimately has helped me grow in so many ways. That said, I'm excited for my next chapter away from the spotlight. So, all right, let's go back. Going back. Boop. So she says, I have stepped away. I feel like I missed a part there. Okay, yeah, never mind. It says, I am thankful for the love and support you've shown me over the years. Honestly, saying goodbye is the hardest because of that. Okay, so I just missed like one little sentence there. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I don't think she's actually thankful for the love and support she's been shown over the years. So also, can we talk about the choice of song that she picked? The song is Good Riddance by Green Day, aka Time of Your Life. But more importantly, the title of the song is Good Riddance. I have always, all right, let's go back to this. Right. I have been saying since, I don't know, 2 years ago. When did I first start hardcore reacting to Anna? About 2 years ago, because the channel's not that old. My reaction part of the channel's not that old. Anna, I've always said that Anna seems to be pulling away, and Anna seems to be wanting to basically quit. She stopped doing the fashion stuff so much, and I think when I started reacting like full time to her, she had started her fitness girly stuff pretty hardcore, and she was done being fashion Anna. Like she was done being that version of glitter and lasers, and she was moving on, trying to move on to being health and fitness glitter and lasers, and it just wasn't really working for her. And I mean, the reasons why it wasn't working for her were fairly obvious. I mean, she's 600 pounds. She was 600 pounds. She was even bigger than she is now. And she was trying to convince the world that she was fit and healthy the way that she was. And she was getting sponsors from like, BetterHelp. She's still getting sponsors from them, apparently. And what was the name of that? Copilot, aka Trainwell now? Yeah, Trainwell. So these were the tools she claimed she was using to get healthy. Meanwhile, she was also taking weight loss injections and not telling her audience about it. And she was still, eating in massive excess. So she wasn't losing any weight, basically, except for the weight that she was losing because of the weight loss injections, right? But she was still lying to her audience about how she was losing the weight, because she was making it sound like the way that she was losing the weight was through exercise alone, just exercise. Because of course she's never addressed her diet, and she only recently, like within the last during this whole strong woman arc, only recently really started kind of showing us here and there things that she was eating that were healthy, but never like a full what I eat in a day or, here's my diet plan or anything like that. She's never been very open about what she eats. Whatever. It's her life. Whatever. Whatever. But, if you're going to be like that, people are going to question it. People are going to want to know, and people want to know. And, you get criticism for that kind of shit. And she's never really dealt with that very well. And that's always been something that has followed her as long as she's tried to put this fitness Anna aspect of herself out there. Now, she's always had this aspect of herself out there, even back when she was, doing her glitter and lasers fitness blog. Like, remember that her blog started off as a weight loss fitness blog. And even back then, she was still very tight-lipped about what she ate, though she would share recipes here and there. So she was a little bit more open about both her weight and what she would eat. She still never did like a what I eat in a day, but she was open about, her struggles with food and that kind of stuff. Where am I going with this? Anyway, just reminding people that she used to be a weight loss blog. Then she moved into fashion. That's how she became popular as Glitter and Lasers, as a plus size fashion influencer. And that's how she built her brand. But she was clearly unhappy with that. And she was clearly trying to change that as she, over the last few years, right? Because we saw the Trainwell arc. We saw the weight loss injection kind of sort of arc. Then, of course, the running arc, you know, her 5K. I want to call it a marathon. You guys yell at me every time I say it that way. I don't run. But her 5K, and then the lipedema, the infamous lipedema arc. And we just now have completed the Strong Woman arc. I hope we haven't stopped with the Strong Woman arc. I hope even now that she's, you know, left the internet, we'll see, left the internet. I am told that she still posts on Facebook. I am not on Facebook. I have no intention of starting a Facebook just to go and lurk. I'll probably still check on the Reddit that must not be named here and there to see if there's anything worth following up on. Probably there will be. I've already seen one video from Lindsay where there's some questionable posts coming off of Facebook. So we'll keep talking. We'll keep talking. I'm hoping that even now that she's not posting anymore, that she continues with the Strong Woman arc. I really do. I this has been my favorite arc of Anna's so far. So I really do hope she continues with it. But with each progressive physical arc that she's been on, she's moved further and further away from fashion. And she's, you know, she has stopped pretty much altogether doing any kind of fashion, really. Occasionally she'll, like within the lipedema Strong Woman arc, she's done a couple outfit of the days, or she's done a couple like flash fashion try on hauls, I guess, flash hauls. I don't know if that's what I want to call them, where she just kind of like makes a short where she's tried on a bunch of little things, but nothing like what she used to do. But it's just been very clear over the past few years that she doesn't want to do that anymore. That's just not what she's interested in. That's not what she wants to do. It's not the crowd. It's not the audience she's trying to build. And she's received a lot of criticism from her past audience, not reactors, her actual past audience, her actual fans, about her not creating that kind of content anymore. People have said, I'm not here to watch this kind of stuff. I'm here for the fashion. I'm here for the makeup. She used to do a lot more makeup than she does now. So she was losing her audience as it was. So there's that. But it's just been very clear for a while now that this is not the direction. This is not what Anna wants to do. She started receiving a lot of negative pushback in general. Yes, starting with the Target video, the infamous Target video that is not on the internet. You have to go dig for that, but it's all over the damn place. I've reacted to it twice myself. I'm not going to react to it again. Because the last time I reacted to it, I had COVID. I had the Rona, and I was not anyway. Kicking Geese reacted to me, and I was just like, wow, I was out of it. But anyway, yes, she started receiving the majority of the reactors reacting to her at that point, but she really started receiving the majority of the negative pushback, especially from like the health influencers. That's not really health reactors. When she started doing her health influencer arc, which would be with the Trainwell co-pilot, because it changed its name from co-pilot to Trainwell app thing, right? And she started being like, oh, I'm losing all this weight by just doing these like warm-up exercises, you know, twice a week for less than 30 minutes a day. Not even a day. So she really started receiving a lot of attention and pushback from, you know, people like, sure, the Angry Bald Man. Alan Roberts. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Well, she did refer to him as the angry bald man, so she watched him at least once. But people like Alan Roberts and Chikara and Michelle McDaniels and other reactors, and she's since picked up, more health reactors from that. But she's also doubled down. She also did double down on her I'm a healthy girl, I'm a health girl, girly. She's a protein girly. She's a healthy girly. She's active. She's fit. She's this. She's that. And she's just built on that over the past 2 years. She did her little 5K. She was going to hike all of the various national parks throughout the U.S. She went cave crawling a couple times. Not really. She just took a couple hikes through the cave. She went to Mammoth Cave and she went to, I forget the other one. I don't remember. She went to 2 of the caves and walked through them. And yeah, anyway. But she did a couple solo hikes up into really high altitudes, scared the shit out of everybody. She did a 10-mile hike with some really hot guy that she just made a complete ass of herself over. She started lifting weights, and that led her into the Strong Woman arc, and that's where we've been hovering since. Right? So she has obviously been slowly progressing into this storyline. I don't know if Strong Woman was the obvious end of this, but she has been obviously leading herself down the trail of more and more physical activity. And I can't really be mad at her for that. I really can't. I mean, the way she goes after it, her methods, sure, are bad. Her form is shit. She does things that are very unsafe. She's incredibly unsafe when she does these things. She jeopardizes not only her own safety, but the safety of the people around her. She really has no concept of her own size and what that means if she were to, for example, need to be rescued from a high altitude hike. How are they getting you down, Anna? You're 600 pounds. They would have a hard time rescuing a normal sized person from a situation like that. How the fuck are they going to rescue you? Things like that. So she just doesn't take into when she was doing the cave crawl that she did. There was one part where she could have gotten stuck, and it was if you got stuck, how are they getting you out of the cave? She just doesn't consider these things, and it's just that's just Anna. She just has no consideration of people around her at any point. So has always been my major criticism of her with her increasing physical activity. I just wish she would slow down and quit trying to be an expert. And that's her other problem. She does something for 5 minutes and suddenly she's an expert in it. She knows everything there is to know about it. And that has been one of the biggest criticisms of people when it comes to her and the Strong Woman arc. She lifted one weight one time and now she knows everything there is to know about Strong Woman. But that was also the problem with the lipedema arc. She suddenly became a medical expert overnight, and she completely was not. And she was giving out horrible amounts of medical misinformation. She even started a whole ass podcast where she had an actual doctor on there. And between the two of them, they just handed out hand over fist the world's worst medical information. But then when you looked at Anna's whole medical team, quote unquote, that was helping her with her liposuction, which is effectively what it's what she had. She had liposuction. She didn't actually get any treatment, actual real treatment for her lipedema. She just went and got liposuction. And you can see the results. They're not pretty. Actually, they're not good. We'll come back to that. But so her medical team around her lipedema, they fucked her up. They fucked up her body. She looks like shit. I mean, comparatively. And she now appears to have physical ailments that she did not appear to have before. She has massive swelling in her limbs that she didn't have before. I mean, this is just my personal opinion. This is just my personal opinion, but these people were quacks. Personal opinion. Personal opinion. Not a doctor. Not yet. Not yet. Anyway, so that being said, that's one of the major criticisms that Anna has received through most of her career, is that she just becomes she touches something and she's an expert on it, you know, and she's usually completely wrong about 90% of whatever she's talking about. And that's also the issue with her physical journeys as well. The other major complaint people had, especially during her, any of her physical activities, but especially during the Strong Woman arc, is that her form is just bullshit. Like, even people who don't know anything about lifting heavy weight, we're looking at her and going, I don't think that's how you're supposed to do that. But, you know, Anna's an expert. What do you know? Anna knows more than you, I guess. But here we are. Fortunately, there were plenty of people who do know lots of things about lifting up heavy objects and setting them back down again safely, who were able to criticize. Yeah, I mean, it was criticism, but it was also like critiquing, I suppose, was a better way of putting that. Right. Anyway, so that has been the evolution of Anna's journeys online. Now, what has led to Anna finally deciding to bail? Because that's what this is. Anna finally decided to bail. Anna doesn't handle criticism well. And that has always been, I mean, that's a mantra. That's something we have always said on this channel. We have said that for day one, basically, on this channel. I mean, it'd be kind of fun to go back and watch one of my original reactions to Anna just to see what exactly I was saying at the very beginning. But Anna has never reacted to criticism well at all. And, you know, on this channel, I read her book from start to finish. And I forget which chapter it is exactly, but in one of her chapters, she talks about criticism. And ironically, the chapter is about how to take criticism constructively. But in that chapter, she basically says that any form of criticism is actual bullying. Like, there is no way to give criticism, because all criticism is bullying, which is very telling, because that's exactly how she reacts to any kind of criticism, constructive or otherwise. She reacts to it as if you are bullying her, even if it's something like, hey, Anna, you shouldn't lock your knees when you do XYZ because it might hurt you. Or, hey, Anna, don't round your shoulders when you pick up a heavy weight because blah, 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 blah. I'm just randomly saying things. I don't actually know. I don't pick up heavy weights and set them back down again. And when I do, I use a Smith machine. So, but that's kind of my thing. Like, even when it was actual critiquing that could help her prevent herself getting injured, she wouldn't listen. And it was, you're just bullying me. You don't want to see me succeed. She would say that so many times. Oh, my critics, they just don't want to see me succeed. And it's like, if they didn't want to see you succeed, why would they be giving you advice on how to not hurt yourself or how to better whatever it is you're doing? If they didn't want to see you succeed, why would they be giving you advice on how to get better at whatever the hell it is you're doing? That's not what people who don't want to see you succeed do. So, so Anna has never received criticism well. And Anna, once the Target video occurred, I mean, she was receiving critiques and criticisms long before that. Sam at Every Size probably was the most, in my sphere, was probably the most visible reactor that was commenting on Anna before any of the other reactors really got a hold of her. And Sam made, well, at least 3 videos, I think, that I watched before I started reacting to anybody. And she was the one who was bringing Anna to everyone's attention long before anybody was really reacting to her, like on any regular scale, really, in the girl world sphere. Let me put it that way. But after the Target video, lots of people had their eyes on Anna at that point. And that's when Anna really started getting a lot more negative attention. She really did start getting a lot more negative attention than I think she ever anticipated. Now, she did take the video down, which is why you can't find anything anywhere anymore now. But Anna did take the video down not too long after putting it up. Anna is a bit of a dirty deleter, always has been, and definitely is now. So she took the video down pretty quick, but people had already archived it. So people were able to react to it. And I think that was one of the first things of mine that I ever reacted to Anna for, was her behavior at the Target. And this was probably the quintessential Anna, because Anna walks around the Target acting like a privileged toddler, snapping her fingers at whoever her camera person was and picking things up, throwing them back down, getting more and more worked up over the fact that she can't find clothing that fits her, even though she's literally shopping in the wrong section of Target. Like she's mad that she can't find items that fit her, but she's shopping in the juniors section. And Anna's not a junior. She doesn't fit the junior sizes. And then when she does finally get to the plus size section, she's mad because she doesn't like any of the clothes that are in the plus size section. I don't know what to tell you. And then she decides in her fit of rage to redress the mannequins that are in the plus size section because reasons. And she does so while there's a Target associate watching her do it. And then she gets mad at the Target associate because she didn't like how the mannequins had been dressed before. This is how the video goes. And then the second half of the video is her finding the snack aisle where all the protein snacks are, and her getting a joy boner from the protein snacks existing. And she posts this video, right? And this is during her I'm a fitness girly, getting her weight loss injections and doing her co-pilot / Trainwell exercises, and she's losing weight just doing that, right? Keep that skepticism going, because that's what you should be doing. But instead of apologizing for her behavior, instead of saying, yeah, I can see your point that I was being an ass, instead of walking it back and being like, oh, I probably shouldn't have done that, because it was also right around Christmas time that she's doing this shit. Instead of doing any of that, she just deletes the video, pretends like it never happened. If you brought it up at any point, she deleted your comment and blocked you from her social media. It was ugly. I mean, it didn't exist in Anna's world. Anna is probably the best at it never happened. And if you bring it up, you know you don't exist. So Anna has always been the best of the girls at doing that, right? And so that's how that went down. And she's never acknowledged or owned up to it or apologized for it or even said, hey, I'll do better in the future. Nada. She's never even altered her behavior. So there have been other instances in other situations where we have seen not the exact same behavior, but similar behavior in other situations. And it's just Anna. Like, that Target video is Anna in a nutshell, right? So, and that's how Anna is. And the way that she reacts to that criticism is Anna, right? And that set the tone for how Anna was going to react to any and all reaction criticism going forward. Now, Sam also, I want to say earlier this year, late last year, put together what she called Anna's cycle. And Anna does clearly have a cycle. And I think this is the final crash out, the final time. Now, we have been saying on this channel that we're approaching, I didn't realize it was going to be the final crash out. But I have been saying for a while that we are approaching the final stage of Anna's cycle with the strong woman cycle coming to an end. I didn't realize we were leaving the internet. I just realized it was just very evident that we were coming to the end of the cycle, which usually meant we were going to start over with a new adventure, which she's going to apparently. We just don't get to come along this time. So Anna is still repeating her cycle. We just don't get to come along this time. But yeah, so we've reached the end of Anna's cycle yet again, but unlike in the past, we don't get to go along on the new cycle, which kind of sucks. It sucks a little bit because Anna's fun. I think of all of the girls, Anna has been the most fun. So if you can't tell, I like Anna the best. Anna's my favorite. She's my favorite. And I know some of you really hate Anna, and I know some of you really like hate the fact that I don't hate her more, because I see your comments. I know you hate the fact that I don't hate her more. But I don't. She's the least, in my opinion, the least offensive of all of the girls. She's not as awful to me as the other girls. Her medical misinformation, don't get me wrong, that shit's like awful. That shit is awful. But that's why we have people like Colin, who did an amazing 3.5-hour video basically tearing apart her lipedema bullshit. And that video is still like an amazing video. And I will always say that video is amazing. And I'll even try to remember to link it in the description down below. If you haven't watched it, I don't know what the hell's wrong with you. But you know, Colin Mockery did an amazing job of tearing apart pretty much everything Anna and her medical team had been saying about lipedema and how lipedema was treated, or how to treat lipedema. And you know, why pretty much it was all bullshit. Colin did an amazing job of that. There's actually 2 parts. There's the 3.5-hour documentary that he did, and then he had a follow-up with one of the doctors that he had mentioned in that documentary. He was able to get a one-on-one interview with one of the doctors from that, which was also amazing. So, you know, Colin did a beautiful job of that. So, you know, I mean, that's not like, that doesn't get Anna, that doesn't clear Anna of anything. It's just like, that's what we need to do. We as a community, what we need to step up and do when people like Anna pull that kind of shit. You know, that's what we need to do. Thankfully, we had Colin to do that for us. And wherever you are, Colin, we still appreciate you. And we hope, we truly do hope, without sarcasm, truly do hope, whatever you have chosen to do with yourself, that you're living your best life. Come back to us, Colin. That was sarcasm. But anyway, the point is, so that's why, like, yeah, I'm 100% behind the whole, like, her medical misinformation shit is absolute bullshit, and I will continue to make fun of it and her mysterious obesity genes and whatever. You can lose weight, Anna. We've watched you do it before. You did it on your blog. You did it when you were taking your weight loss drugs. Like, you can lose weight like everyone else on the planet. Calories in, calories out. It's just like, that's how it fucking works. Okay. So anyway, it doesn't, but that's like, that's it. I can't be mad at her for everything else. Everything else is just like, it's either kind of sad or it's just ridiculous. You know, Anna's like either really kind of sad because, like, now that I've read her book, I understand where she's kind of coming from. She's clearly not had the best. She's had a very privileged life. Like, she had a very wealthy family. She still has a very wealthy family. But you know, she's had a lot of tragedy as a child. She was clearly not the favorite. She clearly didn't get the attention she needed growing up at all, apparently. She had a rough time emotionally and apparently socially as a child. And then that kind of shit starts at the home. So, you know, I can understand how she got to where she's at. But, you know, at some point you're an adult and you have to take responsibility for the shit and you got dealt. And I've never seen her do that. But, you know, I can sympathize with that, right? So that's where I'm saying, like, she's sad. That's the sad part. The sad part is Anna has the resources and the time and the money and the ability to go and get this shit worked on, and she just doesn't. Right. And she probably does know that she's fucked up, and she just doesn't want to go deal with it, right? She just doesn't want to do the work, because that means you have to like look at it. And I just don't think she wants to look at it. I think that's really what it comes down to. I think Anna knows that she's got some work to do, and she just doesn't want to look at it. She's got some shit to deal with, man. I can understand, but like, it doesn't get better until you go look at it and you sit with it and you deal with it. That's the raw deal of the bargain, you know? Like, nobody wants it, but if you want to get better, that's how it works. But then like the ridiculousness of it, like the most recent thing that has happened, which a lot of people think is what actually ran her off the internet. I don't think this is what ran her off the internet. I think this is like the straw that broke the camel's back. I think this is just like the drop in the bucket that made the bucket overflow kind of a thing. Anna, very recently, the last thing Anna posted before this thank you letter here, thank you, fuck you letter, Anna's fuck you letter. Let's call it what it is. It's a fuck you letter. Good riddance. So long and thanks for all the fish. Anna posted a video of herself at her apartment's gym doing deadlifts. And she did a set of 3. Yes, that's how we call them. She was lifting 300 and I think 17, something like that. 17 or 15, something like that. 300 and some odd pounds. Not her PR. Keep that P in your mind. Not her PR from her competition. It was well under that, actually. But so she's doing her deadlifts. She does 3 of them. And on the 3rd lift, she pees herself. Now, I did make a reaction to this. You'll never see it because there's no point to watching it. But we have known for 8 months at this point that Anna is incontinent when she's at the gym and she's lifting heavy. Because 8 months ago, she made a video when she was still working with Cybernetic Strongman about she did a lift. I don't remember how much she was lifting, but it wasn't 300. And she made a big deal about the fact that she piddled herself while she was lifting that weight. And she sets it back down. And now that lift in that video from 8 months ago, and this is according to the Reddit that shall not be named, that was posted to the Reddit 8 months ago. So it's roughly that time frame. Anyway, so in that video, she mentions that was at the time her PR. So again, 8 months. She's improved since then, obviously. One would hope. But then she makes the joke of that, ha ha ha, it's my PR. Ha 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 ha. Anyhow, so we've known for over 8 months that she has a weak pelvic floor, or a weak bladder. And so theoretically has she known that she has this issue because it's her bladder. And she has continued to lift heavy without improving her form. So it stands for logic that since she has done nothing to improve her form, she's done nothing to strengthen her pelvic floor. Ergo, she's done nothing to prevent, to help herself prevent her incontinence at the gym. Now, also put into mind that I want to say 4-ish months ago, she posted some video about, and this is all probably on Instagram because it's gone. They have to be Instagram stories because they were here and then they were gone. And her Instagram stories were her way of like dirty deleting without dirty deleting, because Instagram stories are usually gone within 24 hours. And she posted a clip about wearing underwear to the gym. And she was talking about thongs, but the way she was talking in the video made it sound like she didn't wear underwear at all. And this has been a conversation that people have had, and we had confirmed for us that she doesn't wear underwear at all at the gym. Now, she does wear crotchless compression. And compression, pants compression is apparently crotchless for what I hope would be obvious reasons. Compression is very tight, and so it is difficult to get off. And so it's basically like crotchless pantyhose, for those of you who know what those are. And the whole point of that is you don't have to keep taking them on and off if you need to go to the bathroom, because getting into them the first time is difficult enough, right? So if you make them crotchless, you don't have to worry about it when you need to go to the bathroom, right? This all makes sense. But the idea is then that you wear underwear over them. But we have had it confirmed now, in ways I don't want to go into, that she does not wear underwear over her compression. And in that video where she was talking about thongs and women who wear thongs to the gym, I don't care. Some women say thongs are very comfortable. I don't care. Thong away. She just made it sound like she was amazed that women wear underwear at all. I don't care if you want to free ball it. I really don't. That's a you problem. You go free ball all the way to wherever you want to go. But when you're going to the gym and you know you're incontinent, there are things that you could wear to prevent the transfer of fluids from your incontinence to the gym equipment, which brings us to the video she posted before the video where she peed herself. Anna posted a video where she was like, oh, I'm recovering from pneumonia. I've had pneumonia for the last 3 weeks. That's a long time to have pneumonia. I don't know. I can't honestly remember if or when the last time I had pneumonia was, to be honest with you. I like to think I've had it, but I can't honestly tell you. Because the more I try to think about if I've had pneumonia, the more I'm like, did I ever actually have pneumonia? So I don't know. But I feel like 3 weeks is a long time. But I also know that, like, as the bigger you are, the more likely pneumonia is to take your ass out. Let me put it that way. So maybe 3 weeks isn't that long of a time to have it when you're super morbidly obese. I don't know. Not a doctor. Not a medical doctor. I was going to say yet, but I'm not even going for medical doctor, so that joke doesn't even work. So she posts videos of herself back at the gym, and she's like, yeah, I just got over pneumonia, and I'm back at the gym, and my lungs are still recovering, so I still have a cough. Okay, cool. Gross, but cool. So she's coughing while she's at the gym. Not the biggest deal. Really not the biggest deal. What she shows us in the video is her hacking and coughing all over the gym equipment. All over her hands, bare hands, that then touch the gym equipment. And at no point does she wipe down the gym equipment or use hand sanitizer in her hands, apologize, nada. She just coughs all over the gym equipment, coughs into her hands. She just coughs on everything. And people called her out for it because that's gross. It's rude and it's gross. And she makes one of her crash out videos about, oh my God, I can't believe everybody's so mad at me for coughing. And I'm not contagious anymore. I was just coughing up the crud that was in my lungs, which is phlegm. You were coughing up phlegm that was in your lungs that was left over from your pneumonia. So you were coughing phlegm into your hands and all over the fucking gym equipment that you didn't wipe down or sanitize. Okay, that makes it so much better. Thank you. Which brings us back to the last video she posted. Which brings me back to, there are barriers that you can wear to keep your fluids from getting onto the gym equipment that we are all now incredibly skeptical that you wipe down. Do you see how see where I was getting there? I don't care about the incontinence thing. I really don't. It's not as uncommon as people want to think. There are lots of women, especially, who have issues with it. Give it time. You too may get the incontinence fairy some point in your life for whatever reason. It could happen for any number of reasons, right? Obesity does contribute heavily to it. Haha. But, you know, giving birth, sneezing too hard, welcome to your 40s. It just like it happens. Okay. And it doesn't just happen to women. Men have this problem as well. So it's not uncommon. All right. But there are hygiene products that are on the market that are purchasable anywhere, really, that you can get to just basically be a barrier between you and everything else, the stuff that you sit on, so that you're not marinating everything that you sit on. But they do require a lot of them for you to have underwear on, because that's where you put the barrier. A lot of times, unless you're just going to wear them, a lot of them are kind of, well, basically pull-ups. They look like underwear. They are effectively disposable underwear. So, you know, if that's what you want to rock out, you're still wearing underwear. It's still underwear. I keep on putting them like I'm putting on all the way up. Do you see where I'm going with this? And Anna's like, wow, people wear underwear to the gym? Yeah, a lot of people do. For a lot of reasons, not just the incontinence thing. Like, a lot of people wear underwear for a lot of reasons to the gym. There are just, some people just like wearing underwear. Some people don't. Some people like the free ball. All right. So she got a lot of criticism for the coughing all over things. And then the pee video happens. And look, I'm not going to lie. A lot of the people that reacted to the pee video, I don't know what else to call it. It really was more like kindergarten or variety, ha ha ha, Anna Peter Pants kind of shit. We've known for 8 months that this shit happens. So what blows my mind is that when I watched the video, you don't have to zoom in to see it. It's pretty obvious it happened without any kind of zoom. So it's just kind of like, how did she not see it? Because she had to edit it and post it. So that's the only like major question I had. I'm just like, how did you not see this before you posted it on your social media? But it's kind of like there was a picture that she had months ago now. I don't even remember. But it was after John got married. So I want to say, so it had to have been near November or December of last year, where she did a photo shoot by herself. And she was wearing, I think, a jean jumper dress, and she's still wearing her compression. Again, proving that Anna does not wear underwear. And one of the images, she's like jumping in the air, and her whole ass cheek is hanging out. Like, her butt is hanging out. And she just posted the picture with her ass cheek hanging out. And it's like, how did you not see that? Now, to be fair, I didn't see it either. A couple other people saw it and pointed it out. And then once they did, I was like, oh, yep, that's your ass. But it's kind of like that. Only this one was so much more noticeable. Like, it was so noticeable. But it does kind of go with that. And she left that picture up for a good long time after it had been pointed out to her that her bare ass was hanging out. And I think even after that, she reused the picture at another time in something else. So it was like, okay, whatever. That's my real question about the final video, was just like, how did you not notice it? And if you did notice it, why did you post it? What was the goal here? Because I don't understand. But 90% of the criticism, honestly, that I just felt a lot of the criticism was more ha ha ha, Anna Peter Pants kind of a thing. And not, I mean, what else are you going to say, to be honest, though? But all of that being said, I don't think that's what ran Anna off. I think that was maybe the straw that broke the camel's back, but I don't think that alone made Anna get off the internet. I think everything leading up to that is what got Anna off the internet. Like, I really do believe some of what she says in this in this fuck off note that she wrote to the internet, her Dear John letter. It's kind of funny. I do think that she has wanted to leave her social media and leave glitter and lasers behind for a while now. And I just don't think she's really known how to leave. And maybe she did have a contingency plan that she was trying to put in motion or set up or whatever so that she could leave and feel safe. Because this has been her job since she left her actual corporate job back in 2015, 2016, something like that. I don't remember the exact date. I'm sure someone will come for me for that. But so this has been what she does as being a content creator. And she did have that promotion that she just did with Dave's vacation rentals, with her Disney vacation that she got paid to go take, with the bathtub. I don't know if you know, but there was a bathtub. So she did have that she needed to post about with her new best friend, Kate. Like I said, I do think she was trying to leave and has been trying to leave for a while. And it sounds like she has something set up to fall back on now. And, I hope it is fun. I hope it's something that she's been wanting to do for a while. I hope it's exciting. I hope it's everything she wants it to be. She's going to be 42 this year. Like I said in my post on my channel, 40 is a great time to reinvent yourself. So go forth, Anna. Enjoy. Do whatever it is that you're gonna do. I hope in the meantime that you clean up your diet, you get healthy. I hope you keep doing the strong woman thing. I hope you really do. It seems like you were having some kind of fun with it. It's not inherently bad for you. So I hope you keep doing it. I mean, you got a kick-ass judge. Yeah. Coach with Inez, right? That's pretty cool. She's literally, she's the second strongest woman in the world right now, but that's because she competed with a broken foot. Meaning the person who beat her probably did it because Inez had a broken foot. I'm just putting that out there. Don't get me wrong. I am neither the first nor the second strongest woman in the world, so both of them could probably kick my ass without even batting an eye. I'm not belittling either of them. My point is, Anna's coach is like one of the strongest women in the world, literally. So I hope you keep working with her, and I hope Inez keeps, improving your form and helps you get where you need to be. I hope maybe someday we're like, wow, Anna actually qualified to be one of the strongest women in the world. That would be kind of cool. What better way to show all of your haters that we're wrong by, topping out. So yeah, there you go. I think that covers everything. Do I believe that Anna has never really enjoyed being well known? Absolutely not. Anna loves attention. Anna has always loved attention. Anna busted onto the scene by parading around New York in a bikini so that she could get attention. And that's how she got well known in the first place. Anna goes out of her way to draw attention to herself so that she can be well known. Anna isn't above rage baiting, so I call bullshit on that line. Absolutely. So no, Anna likes to be well known. She just doesn't like the negative attention. So I think that's more what she's actually saying here. She's never really enjoyed negative attention for being well known, which unfortunately is just par for the course. And she knows that. So that part of the career has always been hard for her. Yes, getting criticism and being held accountable for her weird ass and often shitty behavior has been difficult for her because she views any form of criticism as bullying, whether it is or isn't. Don't get me wrong, Anna does get bullied. She really does. She really does get weird comments and hateful comments and creepy ass weirdos who threaten weird shit for no apparent reason. I'm not even going to mention his name, but yeah, that dude. Who thankfully, I don't know, I'm glad he got knocked off the internet. But that kind of shit. She does get that. Does it come from the majority of the people that I know who react to her? No. But do I know it does happen? Yeah, it does. But she's getting older now and she's realized she wants a quieter, more private life. Maybe, like I said, I know that she's posting on Facebook still. I'll keep an eye on the Reddit. I'll keep an eye on what she's posting because I'm sure someone on the Reddit's going to share what she's posting on Facebook and we'll see. There might be follow-up videos here and there. I don't know if Anna has it in her to not be on the internet, like to not be on social media. Now, does she want her Facebook to be like her Glitter and Lasers social media? Like, is she meaning for her Facebook to be her brand? I don't know. Maybe she just wants it to be like everybody else's Facebook. Like it's just Anna O'Brien on Facebook. Maybe that's what she wants. I don't know. I'm not on Facebook. I don't know. Or is she... Facebook has always been her smallest social media presence, so maybe she's just hiding on Facebook. But either way, I'm sure someone will be sharing what she posts on Facebook, and we'll keep an eye on it just to see what's happening, right? I already know that she posted a somewhat deceptive post about, not even somewhat, she posted a deceptive post over on Facebook where she's holding a first place trophy from one of the strongman competitions that she attended but did not compete in, but she's holding it and the caption makes it sound like she competed and won. But it's the competition that she dropped out of. So she didn't compete at all. She just went to watch one of her friends compete. So I don't even know if they placed. So she's either holding her friend's trophy or she just held up the first place trophy and had her friend take a picture of her holding it and then wrote a caption that makes it sound like she won. She did not. She didn't even compete. But people on Facebook don't know that because they don't necessarily follow her on all of her other social media. And I know that happened because I watched another reactor who does follow, who was checking in on her while she was on Facebook. So I know Anna is pulling her typical shady bullshit on Facebook. Is my point. So is that worth following her on? Yeah, probably. There'll probably still be some videos here and there about Anna. So how frequently will they be? I don't know. Just it depends on what Anna decides to pull, how active she decides to be. There's a reason why I haven't really been doing a ton of Anna videos right now because she just really hasn't been posting a lot, which is another indicator to me that she's been pulling back from the internet overall. She just really hasn't been posting a lot. So I don't know. Maybe she is going to try to quietly, there we go, fade off into the sunset. I don't know if she has it in her, but good luck. She couldn't even keep Viking Princess Lifts privated for more than like a month. So good luck. But as of right now, this is what we have. As I've said, good luck, Anna. I wish you the best. Whatever it is that you have planned for your next cycle, I hope it is fun and exciting and maybe permanent. Who knows? But also, as I said, this is the close of her cycle. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for whatever the crash out, especially of the Peeve video, was going to be. I didn't realize this was going to be it. I was just expecting one of her typical, if you don't like me as a creator, just don't follow me. That's typically what she does. I guess we don't have to worry about it anymore. There's nothing to follow. So, but yeah, so we are at the conclusion of an Anna cycle. I don't know if we get to see what the next cycle is going to be. I'm a little disappointed, but here we are. If you have made it this far in the video, go ahead and put, is there like a little recycle symbol? Because I think that's like the best cycle symbol there is. Go ahead and put like a recycle symbol or a cycle symbol, if there is one, down in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. How long do you think she's going to be off the internet? Maybe she's gone. I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of her farewell thank you video. Do you think it was really a thank you? Do you think it's a FU video, FU note? I feel like it's more of an FU note, but that's Anna. That's just me reading between the lines. I'm really just reading between the lines. She got one last candidly in there. I think she did that personally, just for me. You got me, Anna. You got me with that damn candidly one last time. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think about it down below. If I've forgotten to post any of the links I said I was going to post in the description down below, let me know and I will rectify that immediately. But this might be it for Anna content. Let me know if you guys want me to go over her book one last time. I know The Glitter Life was reading over Anna's book. I don't know if The Glitter Life is going to continue reading over Anna's book, so that's something to look at. If The Glitter Life is still going to continue reading over Anna's book, A Life Full of Glitter, I might do it also, but I mean, if I do, once that's done, if Anna's not making content, what's there to react to be honest with you? I'm not going to do a bunch of retro react stuff. There's just no point, in my opinion. But there you go. So there, you've been given your assignments. Thank you all for supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who's going to hit a thumbs up button. Do let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below about content for Anna going forward. I am all ears. I really am. And yeah, I will see everybody in the next video. Hopefully. Bye.
This is my outro music. You can't copyright strike me because it's just me singing. This is my outro music. Thank you for watching. See you next time.